What is going on, everybody? It is your man Louis Prez, and I'm gonna go ahead and conduct a top-down analysis for you all on US30. Welcome to my channel. If you find value in top-down analysis with US30, feel free to hit the like and subscribe. So the month of August is pretty much over. We all know that during that month there was a lot of chop in the market. I pretty much had a break-even month that month, and I'm excited for September. I am excited for what September has to bring when it comes to trading, right? So what you're seeing here is a naked YM chart. I do trade YM, and I'm basically gonna conduct a top-down analysis on YM. Okay, so as we're seeing here, this is the monthly candle for August 1st, and over here we do have September opening up, right? So every month, what I like to personally do, I like to look at the monthly, then I go from the monthly, weekly, daily, 4 hour, 1 hour, and so forth and so on, right? So FOMC in August broke us out of consolidation, which is this huge wick that we're seeing here to end the month, right? So what are we looking here, guys? Right, a very key level for me personally on the monthly would be April came down, has swept liquidity here. So I'll personally go ahead and mark this as one of my key levels here. Alright, that's definitely a swing low. As we're seeing, guys, if we look at the monthly chart here, we do have higher lows, higher low, higher low, higher low. The first higher low was formed in September of 2022. So US30 pretty much has been trending bullishly since September of 2022, right? Now, with that being said, beneath here we do have another level of interest, and this key level for me personally is an order block. As we see, this is the last bearish candle before an impulsive move up, and it has swept liquidity beneath this level, and this level. So that makes it pretty much a high probability order block, right? So we're gonna go ahead and mark out the zone, right? These are levels of interest that I basically have. And then we're gonna slowly get to the nitty-gritty of this top-down analysis, right? So as we're seeing, guys, we did make new highs. So US30 is in price discovery. I mean, price has never been up here before, you know, and price could continue to make new highs, right? Now let's move over to the weekly, and if we look at the weekly, we could actually bring down this order block here to right about that level and make it a little tight. Same thing right at these levels right here at around 37,849. This is heavy support. If we extend this line, we could see that at some point resistance became support, right? So that makes it a key level personally for me, right? one of the things that I like to do on the weekly always is to mark the weekly high and weekly low, because if we notice, price always takes out either or, right? This week price took out the high, this week price took out the high, this week price took out both, forming a bearish engulfing candle. And for the following week we had a move down and so forth and so on. But every week it's either going to take out one or the other, right? So with that being said, I like to go ahead and I like to mark this out here. I'm going to go ahead, weekly high. I'm going to go ahead, weekly low. Because we know that price is going to take out one or the other. It's always going to be taken out. It's just pretty much how price action works with US30. It's just what I've seen in the charts day after day. Okay, now for me personally, right, this is another level that I like to watch here, because it's a weekly imbalance, right? This right here, right? Some people like to play the FEG. If you're an ICT student, I did start off with ICT, but based off what I've seen with US30, I don't like to play the FEGs. I prefer to play the imbalance right here. So if price was to tap here, then I pretty much catch the move up, right? So that's another key level of interest that I'm going to pretty much have marked up. And as we're seeing, price hasn't came down here yet on the weekly. So at some point, price must come down, because there's always some type of retracement before the next leg up, right? And the next leg up, right? So give me 1 second, guys. By the way, I hope that you all are having a beautiful weekend if you're tuning in to my stream. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and proceed, right? So this here is an imbalance, right? You know, and as you've noticed, this wick swept all these lows up to right here, right? So this level here has been left behind, right? But that goes back to April of 2024. Well, yeah, of 2024. Do I believe that price is just gonna come down 4,000 points and sweep that? Absolutely not. That's not gonna happen next month. But these are key levels of interest that I like to monitor, right? As we're seeing on the daily now, we're moving on to the daily time frame. As we're seeing on the daily, this was an order block. However, it's a mitigated order block, meaning that price has come down there, right? So check this out. So whenever price comes down into an OB, that pretty much mitigates the OB, meaning that it's been used, right? So this has been used, right? So price on the daily is very close to the weekly high, so most likely the weekly high is going to be taken out. I'm pretty sure about that. I'm about 99% sure that the weekly high will be taken out next week, right? So I proceed. Let's see how we're looking on the daily. That's a nice level. This level here. Already marked that out on the daily. All right, so let's move on to the 4-hour chart, guys. And let's see what's going on with price here. Okay. Okay, so pretty much what I'm doing right now, if you're not used to my charting style, I am marking out some key levels that I'm interested in for next week. Okay. Nothing to see here. I think that's tight enough for now. Move over to the 1 hour. See what we're working with here. All right, guys, so we are trending upwards, obviously, but before a continuation to the move up, price obviously moves up and down, right? That's what a chart is, right? So it'll probably come up here, it's gonna grab liquidity, retrace, right, and then bounce back up, because that's pretty much how price moves, right? So now we have that marked out. All right, let's see. That's too tight. I'll probably come down. Yeah, I'm gonna just leave that there for now. right, now we're getting to the juicy part, right? Okay, cool. The 15-minute time frame. Oh, wow. Okay. All right. So, personally, I do like this order block right here. Mark that out. That's a very nice level to trade off. Mark that out as blue. Put it as green is what it is. It is a support level as well. This is an imbalance, so that's something that I will keep an eye on as well. I'll keep an eye on this at this level right here as well. And on the 15, just to keep things tight. Yeah, I could run a level there as well. Yeah, guys, so if you're new to trading, you always have to adjust your levels as time goes on, you know, and you have to build a relationship with this chart. Like, you should know without anybody asking you where price is at all times. I'm not about to sit here and say that I watch price 24/7 because I don't, but I am continuously monitoring where you know price is heading. You know, if you want to make a living out of this and do this full time, it should be your duty to know every wick, every closer, everything about this particular chart right here. This needs to become your baby, you know? It's just the way it is. All right. All right, guys. Okay. So let's go over what we have so far and what I'm looking at for next week. I didn't really mark out 1 hour levels because they actually coincide with the 15-minute levels that I have pretty much marked out. So, but just to give the 1 hour a little bit of glory, let me go ahead and make this a 1 hour level here, right? Because it is a 1 hour level actually. So I'm gonna give the 1 hour a little bit of glory. All right, cool, guys. I do have a Discord that I just started maybe like 2-3 weeks ago now. So if you want to go ahead and join, you are more than welcome to join. Every Sunday, I will attempt to commit to conducting a top-down analysis for US30. For those of you guys that are interested in trading US30 with me, you know. Now, let's go over this really quick one more time, right? So let's go to the monthly. And as we're seeing, August took out the previous high. It wicked up here, it made a new high, and it grabbed liquidity from July. Do I believe that September will do the same? Possibly, you know? Possibly. There's always a possibility, you know? Now we have been pushing hard upwards since July. We you know came up and we made some new highs, and August we've obviously continued to push up. We did make a new high in August after FOMC. It took a long time. We went through a lot of chop, you know, but at the end it did decide to make a new high, right? So as far as the monthly, we're obviously bullish, guys. I mean it doesn't get more obvious than this. We are bullish, right? And if we come to the weekly, same thing, higher lows, higher highs, bullish trend, trading 101, higher highs, higher lows. We're in an up market, right? So with that being said, I will personally be entertaining more longs until price proves me otherwise. Okay. And now let's move over to the daily chart. So we have the weekly high and weekly low marked out, right? So either or is going to be taken out. So let's say that the weekly high is taken out, right? Price at some point after it makes its move, it will retrace to 50% of that range, which is right on that order block, right? So we could actually anticipate price to go up, then come down to that weekly order block or the 15-minute, form a higher low here, and just continue to break new highs. Now, looking at the 4 hour, right? Now looking at the 4 hour, what's happened recently? Higher low, liquidity has been grabbed here. This has been left behind, meaning that price has not came down here and grabbed liquidity here nor here, right? So this is an area that you really want to watch because this has been left behind, right? So price could come down here, wick in here, then just continue upwards. I've seen that happen several times in the past. Let's see how we looking. All right. Also guys, tomorrow is not a trading day, it is a bank holiday. It is Labor Day, I believe. But the charts are moving right now in Asia time. So right now in Asia, it is morning time. So the charts did start moving in Asia. So as you're seeing here, guys, low, higher low, higher low, higher high. This is reaching for that, right? Higher high, higher high, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, most likely. If I continue downward here, yep, higher low, and so forth and so on. All right. So we are trending upwards. My conclusion pretty much for this top-down analysis is that the higher probability trades are going to be longs, depending on what your trading style is. You know, I do trade the New York Open, and I also day trade based off key levels, right? So a possible trade that I'll give you guys, just to leave you with something, right? Since we are trending upwards, right? Wait for price to come down to this 15-minute OB here. Wait for price to come down here. And you can enter along here. Back to this swing high. But you must wait for price to come down and grab liquidity down here, right? Make sure that this is grabbed first, right? And make sure that your entry is right above that OB, right? You could even set an alert to basically remind you, because this is a high probability trade. Because once price comes down here, it's going to be in a particular zone, and then you're able to enter along there. If you have any questions or concerns, guys, if you need any tips on how to trade US30, feel free to go ahead and join my Discord. I will continue to do this basically pretty much every Sunday. This is what we have for now. I hope that you found great value in my analysis for this week. And do not forget to like and subscribe, guys. Let me go ahead and find OBS now. OBS. Where you at, OBS? So my computer's lagging a little bit here. Look at this. Look at this. What the heck is going on here? What the heck is going on? Let me find OBS here. There we have it, OBS. And I'm going to conclude this stream, guys. Thank you so much for joining in. I hope that this top-down analysis gave you some direction for the month of September. Peace and love. Louis Prez is out. And don't forget to like and subscribe and join the Discord, guys.